Demis Hassabis just got a new title at Google, and it could change every app on your phone. I'm Chuck Getchell. This is AI in 10. What happened, why it matters, what you can do with it. Let's go. So let's start with who this person is, because if you don't follow AI closely, the name Demis Hassabis might not ring a bell, but you have absolutely felt his work. Hassabis co-founded a company called DeepMind back in 2010. Google acquired it in 2014. And over the years, DeepMind produced some of the most jaw-dropping AI breakthroughs ever made, including AlphaGo, which beat the world champion at a game so complex that experts said machines couldn't do it for another decade. They were off by about 9 years. DeepMind also built AlphaFold, a system that cracked one of biology's hardest puzzles by predicting the 3D shape of proteins. Scientists had been working on that problem for 50 years. AlphaFold essentially solved it in a weekend. Not a metaphor, and that's roughly what happened. So this is not a random executive shuffle. This is one of the most respected AI scientists on the planet getting a brand new role at one of the most powerful tech companies in the world. Here's what Google announced. Hassabis is now the Alphabet chief scientist and the chair of Google DeepMind. Alphabet, if you're not familiar, is the parent company that owns Google. So this puts Hassabis at the very top of the scientific food chain, not just inside DeepMind, but across the entire Alphabet empire. At the same time, a DeepMind research leader named Koray Kavukcuoglu is stepping into the expanded operational role. Running the day-to-day, managing teams, shipping products. Think of it like this: Hassabis is now the compass. Kavukcuoglu is the engine. What Google is really doing here is splitting two jobs that one person used to do. The long-term visionary stuff, AGI research, AI safety, scientific discovery, where do we want to be in 10 years, that goes to Hassabis. The get it done and ship it stuff, product delivery, quarterly results, making sure Google doesn't fall behind OpenAI next Tuesday, that goes to the operational team. It's honestly a pretty smart move, because those two jobs are in tension with each other almost every single day. Imagine trying to think about the next decade of human civilization while also making sure someone fixed a bug in Gmail by Thursday. Those are not compatible brain states. So Google is saying, let's stop asking one person to do both. Now here's where this gets interesting for you. I know what you might be thinking. Chuck, this sounds like a boardroom story. Rich people with fancy titles rearranging their org chart. Why do I care? Here's why. The people at the top of these companies decide what you get. When Hassabis has Alphabet-wide influence as chief scientist, that means his priorities flow down into Google Search, into Gmail, into Google Docs, into the AI features on your Android phone, into Google Classroom, which your kids might be using right now. He is somebody who has spent his career deeply focused on scientific rigor, on AI safety, and on using AI to solve genuinely hard problems in the world. Not just making an autocomplete function slightly punchier. That orientation matters. If the person guiding the scientific direction of Google AI cares about reliability and safety, you will eventually feel that in how often the AI gives you a bad answer, how well it handles your private data, whether it helps you or just sounds like it's helping you. There's a difference. Anyone who has gotten confidently wrong information from a chatbot knows exactly what I mean, which is basically everyone at this point. Let's connect this to something even more practical. Jobs. Google's AI is woven into products that millions of businesses rely on every single day. Google Workspace, Google Cloud, the advertising tools that small businesses run their entire marketing budgets through. When the scientific direction of those products changes, the products change. If the new operational leaders are pushed to move fast and ship more AI features into Workspace, you might see more AI automation inside Docs, Sheets, and Gmail than you've seen before. More AI agents that can do things for you, not just suggest things, schedule things, draft things, reorganize things, take multi-step actions without you clicking every button. That's exciting for a lot of people, and honestly a little intimidating for some. Both reactions are reasonable. The smart move is not to wait and see what happens to you. The smart move is to start getting familiar with these tools before your workplace makes them mandatory. Because they will become mandatory. Not everywhere at once, but gradually and then suddenly. That's how these things always go. So here is the one actionable thing I want you to take away from today's episode. If you use any Google product at work, and most people do, Spend 15 minutes this week going into that product and looking for the AI features that already exist. Not the future ones, the ones that are there right now. In Gmail, there's a Help Me Write feature. In Google Docs, there is an AI drafting tool. In Google Meet, there are AI note-taking capabilities. Most people walk right past these features every single day without ever touching them. They're already built in. They're already paid for if your company uses Google Workspace. Pick one, try it this week, not because you have to, because the people who already know how these tools work are going to have a real advantage when AI gets layered even more deeply into these products over the next 12 months. And if you really want to go deeper, our Applied AI certification is built specifically for non-technical people who want to go from curious to genuinely capable. It's a full credential program, not just a quick course. It's designed to help you secure your future, earn more, and actually feel confident in this new world. Worth checking out if you're ready for more than just dipping a toe in. One more thing I want to flag here because this story has a bigger arc. Google is not alone in doing this. We are watching a quiet restructuring happen across every major tech company right now. AI is moving from being a department inside these companies to being the backbone of how these companies are organized. When a company creates a chief AI scientist role at the alphabet level that's not just an HR decision, that's a signal to investors, to regulators, to other companies, and to governments around the world that AI is now a board-level issue, not a research project, not a feature, a core governance concern. That is a big deal. It means the decisions being made about AI, the ones that will shape your search results, your work tools, your kids' education apps, your healthcare information, those decisions are now being made at the very highest levels of corporate power, which is either reassuring or alarming depending on how you look at it. I'd say it's mostly reassuring when the person in that seat has spent his life actually caring about where this technology goes. That's not nothing, that's actually kind of rare. The bigger takeaway here is simple. The AI landscape is not frozen. It is being actively shaped by real people making real decisions right now. And the more you understand who those people are and what they believe, the better you can anticipate what's coming and make good choices for yourself, your career, and your family. Hassabis has always believed AI should be used to accelerate scientific discovery and solve humanity's biggest problems. That mission just got a lot more runway at one of the most powerful companies on Earth. That's worth paying attention to. That's today's AI in 10. If you want to go deeper and learn AI with a community of people just like you, join us at aihammock.com. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends.